It's like it's not the same game. It's like it's not the same game. It's like it's a different mechanic. Incredible. Alright, we have to kill 2 Fort Commanders, destroy 2 powder reserves. I don't really want to walk in the front door. Can I like berserk dart some of this guy? Then let me just do that. Is there a way to sneak in without going in the front door? Not that way. What about this way? Look, there's a tree there, right? Can I go in the side? Well, kind of. Alright, here we go. Go in the side. So don't have to deal with the front door, although we are quite far away from everybody. Up here. Maybe he can help us. No, he's too far away. Maybe... Nope, still too far away. Maybe... Nope, still too far away. Come on. Don't shoot those guys. Okay, now he's going. Maybe he can help us. A little bit. Kill him. Let me do that first. No. Alright. Even this feels more streamlined. Look at that, I'm not getting into massive brawls with people. The Fort Commander does appear to be... Ah, is he dead already? He appears to be inside the building though. Come on. Okay, let me just sneak forward while they're occupied. Wow, he didn't last very long. Oh no, he's still alive. Wrecked in the face! Okay, now he comes out. Come on. Fight. Yeah, here we go. Nope. Wrecked. Okay, now my turn. I feel so smart. I feel so sneaky and so smart, but I have to be honest that it's probably entirely due to the level design. Like how technically successful I am right now compared to all the failing that I did earlier with the other forts. I want to say that it's because I'm skillful, but if I have to be honest, I would have to admit that it's probably because of the level design. This level is just designed in a way that makes it easy to be more effective. No. Alright, so that guy is wrecked, I think. Let me come up here. Look how incredibly sneaky I am. And like all these trees, all these buildings, all these rooftops, they're all in the right positions to allow you to be stealthy. To actually get to your objectives in a stealthy manner, right? I can't see what's going on. And this is not the case with previous with the previous fort. It's the level design. I mean, it's not me. I haven't changed. It's the level design. Look at this. I'm so clever. Look at this. I'm so clever. Okay, I'm too far away. I suppose I would want to get up, get onto the other rooftop. Ah crap! I got spotted. Nope. Where did he come from? He's literally standing on a beam. Why is he standing on? Okay, well, I mean that's not supposed to happen. He's not supposed to stand on a beam like that outside the building. That's just that's a glitch. It's not really the fault of the level design when the AI does ridiculous things like that. In the meantime, I think what I should do is drop down. No, there's no cover there. My bad. What I think I should do is, well, no, maybe I can drop down. Are the enemies down here? No. Drop down. I can't see that anymore. No. This is so entertaining. I don't know if you can tell that this is anything. Wow, there's snipers everywhere. I might just run up for this last bit. Okay, well that worked. That's not what I want you to do. Oops. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. There's still a fort commander not dead yet. I thought I went over there and killed all the guys over there. Why is that? No. Crap. Why is there still a fort commander over there? Anyway, I stopped being smart, guys. I just started running around. Maybe I can be smart again. Smart again. Oh, this is the front door. Okay, let me berserk dart this guy. Alright, we're being smart again. After a brief hiatus of cleverness. It's the level design, it's not me. It's not me, I can't take credit for this because every other fort has been a complete mess of me running around being an idiot, getting killed and getting wrecked and just killing everyone. And all of a sudden this one, we are so incredibly stealthy and tactical. And it's not like, and it's inarguable that level design makes a difference. So I haven't really shown it. I guess I showed it a little bit here. But you'll notice that like all the trees are in positions, like all these trees, all the little limbs and branches, they join like so that from that rooftop across that beam to that branch, this tower, and then to that branch, to that building. So there's these kind of paths everywhere, in every town, in every kind of wilderness area, and all the paths lead somewhere. I don't know if you guys remember the Assassin's Creed 3 playthrough. I mean, not very many people actually watched that because it was pretty bad. The game was pretty bad. I'm pretty good, but the game was pretty bad. But in that one, if you actually bother to watch it, you see that there's also these kind of paths, these tree parkour paths through the wilderness, but none of them none of them ever lead anywhere useful. I would be playing the game, and I would want to go from point A to point B, and then the tree paths would just never take me where I want to go. Like you go up a tree, jump across some other trees, go back down to the ground, and it's like in the wrong direction. It's not in the direction where you want to go. So it's the way they're placed. Like the tree parkour, the mechanic is fine. Like you climb, you jump through trees, the animations are fine. You just kind of press shift and hold forward and everything works. but it's how they're used by the level designers that make a difference. In this game, even more than Assassin's Creed 4, and definitely much more than Assassin's Creed 3, when you go tree parkouring, even though you don't know where the path actually is, once you're in the tree, you'll always find that they lead you where you want to go. Either they lead you where you want to go, or they don't because it's a puzzle and you're doing it wrong. But either way, it makes sense. Either way, you say, okay, that makes a lot of sense. Even if a tree doesn't lead you to where you think you want to go, it's because you're climbing the wrong tree because it's a tree parkour puzzle, like you're doing it wrong, and you can see one way to do it right. Whereas in the town, where it's not a puzzle, then all the trees just link all the rooftops somehow. Like it's not just one line of tree parkour. There's always a network, and then like when you're halfway through a tree, you can kind of you can always branch off. There's no branches here. I don't know if I can find the branching in this level. Maybe not. Well, kind of like here. Like that joins to that tower, and then that tower joins to that tree, and that joins to that rooftop. But then the tower also joins to that building. And so once you kind of get used to the parkour, you can kind of spot these paths, and then like from there to that rooftop, to that chimney, to that branch, to that. Actually, I should show you. I'm just talking about it. I should just kind of do it and show you. So we can just kind of follow the tree around the entire map. So like here, it branches. You can branch off that way, or you can come across to here, come to this tower, and then go to that cliff over there. Okay, that guy's gonna attack me if he sees me. And then from here, that branch. So there's a branch there. So that you can jump down there, and go across there, or you can jump down there and go to that little cliff there, and go to the castle up there. That goes up to the roof. That comes back down. So there's like these parkour paths across all the rooftops, and they're placed deliberately to be paths, so that there are these kind of lines that all join together in this web across all the rooftops of the entire town. Like the tree, they're not placed randomly. And so even though the New York, for example, is the same scale as the New York of Assassin's Creed 3, if we go to New York, in fact I can do it right now. If I just travel to New York, you'll see that the buildings are far more interconnected than anything in Assassin's Creed 3. And that's the reason why it feels good to parkour. Like in Assassin's Creed 3, you can't parkour in New York, because like you be on the roof, you jump around a little bit, and then you just reach a dead end and you can't go anywhere else. Because there's not enough connections. But if we kind of get down here, where's my... So if you just kind of walk down the street and just look up. Okay, not here. So there's a line there. See that? There's a line across there. Okay, not so much here. Okay, never mind. This kind of so this is close enough to jump across. Can you see how they put those little kind of scaffolding sticking out there to allow you to jump across? And then there, look. There we have a line to allow you to go from that building to that building. And you can jump across this one quite easily. And so there you can jump from that roof to that little beam there and then climb up. And then here again you have that little scaffolding, because otherwise you can't just run across. Without that little scaffolding there and there, you would jump across, hang off, and then climb up. So then the parkour doesn't feel as good because you're not as fast. So they put that little scaffolding there, so you just kind of hop across and you just keep running, so you don't lose any momentum, right? And then here, we walk across a little bit, another line there. So without the scaffolding, they would put the line there, so you can just kind of walk across the line. And then further along, from that rooftop, there's the tree, there's the branch, there's the next rooftop. So you can see how there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, and then another line there, 5. So as we go down the street, you can see that every way, so another little bit of overhang there, you can just jump across. And then another little scaffolding to allow you to jump across there. So like all the roofs are connected. by parkour. Even though like this alleyway technically is too wide to run across smoothly, but they kind of put all these interconnections everywhere. And there's so many interconnections. Look, there's another line there. And there's another line there. And there's a tree there. There's just so many interconnections that you can run across the rooftops very smoothly in this game. And this is what was missing back in Assassin's Creed 3. Back in Assassin's Creed 3, when you try to run across the rooftop, it just didn't work. It just didn't work because there weren't these connections, and you just couldn't get anywhere useful. So like, look at that. Another line, and a beam, another line. So you never have to go very far to be able to cross these wide streets. Look at that. Look how wide that gap is, and then they just put lines across it. Another bit of scaffolding to allow you to kind of jump across that gap. And another line. Look at that. I mean, not so much here, but like that little beam there allows you to jump onto that little wall. That's not quite as good, but you just have to walk a few steps further ahead, and there's another line there. Oops, I didn't really do that. That tree doesn't lead anywhere, but this is an open square, right? So around the open square, you have a line, and then you have that the pulley, which you can swing across, and then another pulley, and then if you just kind of follow around this church, so there's that little scaffolding which allows you to hop across quite fast. And then another scaffolding here allows you to hop across really fast. Another scaffolding to allow you to hop across. So you can run it in circles around this roof really quickly because there's all these little parkour things. So I mean, there's a big open space in the middle because there's a landmark here, there's a giant church here, right? But all around the perimeter of it, it's a continuous loop. It's a continuous loop of parkour around the edge here, and so you never have to touch the ground. You never have to touch the ground. Maybe that's the best way to put it. You don't have to look at this. And in Assassin's Creed 3, there wouldn't be a line like this. They would just kind of leave it out, or they would kind of neglect to put it in. And so when you're parkouring across the roof, you eventually come across this valley that you can't cross. Whereas look at this, everything's continuous. Everything's continuous. There's scaffolding, and then up. And it's not because I'm good at parkour. Okay, you can just see I just failed there. Like, it's not because I'm good at parkour, it's because the game gives you all these little bits and pieces that just makes it easy. Look at this, scaffolding. And you can do this forever. You just keep running and running and running. Look, I'm just gonna leave the square now. Okay, that's a dead end. There's a little roof thing there. No, scaffolding onto the next wall. This gap is small enough to hop. This gap, oh, there's no gap there, never mind. And then we just cross this line. So whenever the gaps are too big for you to hop across, they put a line there. Look at that, another line. There's a scaffolding thing there if you want to catch on. There is a plank down there. But you can actually hop across. That's kind of crazy how far you can hop there. Oh look, there's an assassin. Get wrecked. And I'm just staying on the roof. And there's no reason not to. Like, because you can. Because the game allows you. Because they put all these little lines and scaffolding and of course and trees and pulleys. It's just smooth, and you know, when you play a game like this, and you look at Assassin's Creed 3, it's the same game engine, it's the same parkour mechanics, and it's only the level design that's different. And that makes this so much better than Assassin's Creed 3, and they seem to do this with every Assassin's Creed. Every time they make a new game engine, they seem to do this. It seems like they forget what makes a good game somehow. And it takes them like 1 or 2 more games before they remember what makes a good game. Anyway, I'll stop talking here. So I'm gonna take a break from recording. I'm gonna do more optional things. I guess I'll get more metal, upgrade my ship. I'll I'll renovate the properties out in the North Atlantic and in the River Valley. There won't be that much stuff, and then when I'm done with that, we'll continue with the story. Alright, I'll see you in the next video. This game is quite good. It's very good.